On the 9th of November 1989, I was in Amsterdam. I heard on the radio news that the border gates in the Berlin Wall had been opened and that floods of West Berliners were travelling freely into East Berlin and that torrents of East Berliners were streaming into West Berlin. This film was taken by Manfred Krallenberg. You can view the whole of it on Wikipedia. It shows ordinary folk finally winning a battle for freedom. It is our world. Scotland is our country. On the 14th of October 2023, there is an opportunity for you to take part in an historic event. The Chain of Freedom. After the Second World War, the USSR, the United Soviet Socialist Republic, led by Joseph Stalin, divided Europe with what was called by Winston Churchill an Iron Curtain. In 1961, the Berlin Wall was constructed, a physical manifestation of the divide East and West. The western part of Europe, through a series of treaties, 1948 Brussels, 1951 Paris, 1958 Rome, built into the 1987 Single European Act, a united Europe. The discontent in the USSR finally led to masses of ordinary people demonstrating for something better. At about 22:45 on 9th November 1989, Harald Jäger, commander of the Holmberger Strasse border crossing, yielded, allowing guards to open the checkpoints and letting people through with little or no identity checking. This is a picture by a man called George Lewis. It's a part of the Berlin Wall known as the Death Strip. It was taken in 1977. I took this photograph of the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin in 1981. You can clearly see the wall in front of it. Watch Stephen Flynn, the SNP leader in Westminster, talking to people in Kilmarnock. Understand from what he says that it is you and I who have the power to change things. Like those who marched and pulled down the Berlin Wall to be free of the USSR, we Scots can gain our freedom from the United Kingdom.
And I'm quite lucky to see them get elected. No, to be serious, look, I think this is a very important point to perhaps finish the night on, and it's very apt. I'm only standing here because of the folk who come and chat close with me, who leaflet for me, who put survey cards out for me, who go and speak to the punters for me, who stand on stalls, who speak for their neighbours, who make that positive case for the SNP and positive case for independence. We often talk in the party, and actually annoys me a wee bit about standing on the shoulders of giants and pick out politicians. And the politicians aren't the giants in the SNP, it's all the activists, it's the members that are the giants, because they're the ones who give their time, their spare time to get folk like me elected and to ensure that we're relevant in the political discussion. It's the activists that got us into government, it's the activists that win our seats at Westminster, it's the activists who will deliver our independence. So my message is pretty unequivocal. Do what you can. An hour, 2 hours a week, if there's leaflets to be delivered, ask to deliver them. If there's ghosts to be chatting, you're confident enough to do it, go and chat those ghosts. You're the ones who can take the message to the public and change people's minds. Without you, we ain't here. Without you, you're dying. You are the ones who will deliver change, and we'll just try and do our best by you whenever we can. Hamza has been clear that he will be not just the First Minister, but the first activist in the SNP. And he's certainly lived up to that in his tenure as leader. And when we go into that general election, I hope that each and every one of you stand shoulder to shoulder with us.
Caledonia, Caledonia, sing along with me. Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom, set us free.
We're going to do a chain of freedom. It's along the Forth Clyde Canal, 14th of October.
Yes, and I would encourage absolutely anyone who is a supporter of Scottish independence to try and get along. I wish I was going to make it myself. Unfortunately, I'm going to be up in Aberdeen for the SNP's party conference. I can't quite get out of that, but I know there's a lot of folk who are fully behind the Chain of Freedom. I've been travelling right across Scotland speaking to members of the SNP, speaking to independent supporters who are very excited about it. So if people can get along, make sure that they do so.
Caledonia, Caledonia, sing along with me. Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom set us free. Siobhan spoke with Judah, said back in the old country, they made a chain of humans despite the tyranny. 2 million stood hand in hand across 3 countries to show the world that they wanted to be free.
And I would encourage absolutely anyone who is a supporter of Scottish independence to try and get along.
Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom set us free.